Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are making this yogurt eggless vanilla cake. So let's dive in. First, we are going to grease our pan, and here I'm using my homemade grease cake pan free. You can check the page for the video. So I'm going to grease my three pan and I'm going to set them aside. Inside this bowl, I will add the flour. I'm using all-purpose flour. Then I'm going to add some baking powder, baking soda, and also we'll add some salt to it. Then we'll mix this dry ingredient together and set it aside while we bring the second bowl that we'll use for the wet ingredient. So here is the bowl. I'm adding plain yogurt to it. This plain yogurt is about a cup of a yogurt. Then also my granulated sugar inside this yogurt. These two ingredients, I'm mixing them together to just combine, and this mixture is going to take me like a minute to mix. So here inside my jug here, I have my 1 cup of my whole milk and melted butter, and also I'm going to add some vanilla flavor. Then I'm just going to mix these ingredients together and we'll pour half of it inside our yogurt mixture. As I'm pouring it, I'm going to be mixing it. So here I'm going to divide half of the dry ingredient and pour it inside. So I'm alternating the ingredient. When I put dry, I mixed, and I put the wet, and I mixed, and I end it with my dry ingredients. This recipe is very simple to make and it's very tasty, and also it doesn't have egg. So if you don't eat egg, it's a good recipe for you to give a try. So you see I've mixed it, and this batter, you don't need to over mix it because of the baking powder and the baking soda in this recipe. So here I'm done mixing, and I'm using my spatula to make sure I scrub the side of the bowl so that there is no dry ingredients left out. You are still going to have some lumps, so don't worry, it is going to bake and all these lumps are going to disappear. Here I'm dividing the batter into this three pan, and this pan I'm using 6 inches cake pan for this recipe. So this is what I do. After sharing my cake batter, I weigh the cake batter to make sure all the cake batter in each pan, they are the same size. So here I'm having 405 grams of cake batter on each pan. I'm baking this cake at 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes until our cakes are beautiful baked and our skewer comes out clean. So here we'll bake our cake and we will keep this cake and let them cool. So here I'm going to remove the cake and I'm just going to run my palette knife over the side. So this enables you to make sure your cake just pull out easily. So I'm just tapping it to make sure if it's sticking to the down of my pan. I'm going to repeat the process for the remaining cake, and we are going to leave this cake on our cake rack for them to completely cool down, and this is going to take about 15 minutes up to 1 hour for the cake to finally cool. Here I have this beautiful sugarless buttercream. This is what I'm going to use to cover this our beautiful cake that we've just made. You can check the page for the full recipe. So I'm going to have some of the buttercream here and put it on top of my cake board, and I'm just adding this little one so that my cake doesn't move. So I'm going to place the first cake on top and also add more buttercream to spread. If this is your first time you are coming across my video, You are highly welcome. Here is easy delicious recipe. You can follow me for more video by clicking on the subscribe button so that whenever I post new video, you will get notification. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Now you can see our beautiful cake is almost ready. And I'm going to cover the whole cake with the remaining buttercream. This cake is so light, is so fluffy, and is so easy to make at home. So here I'm just covering it to make sure I crumb coat it and also add my final buttercream. So here our cake is ready. So I'm going to take a slice to show you how the inside the cake looks like. Here is our slice of cake. This cake is so easy to make and is so tasty. And I know that my beautiful fans can do this recipe. See you in my next video. Bye.